Okay, so good morning, ladies. I am headed out the door to go do some stuff with court. So Leandro continues. I think I got 4 emails between last night and today from him. He continues and he talks about how he wants to take advantage of my ignorance with the court system. Um, basically, he is only pro se. So I called the court today and they're like, no, you don't go give him information without a court order. And I said, that's what I thought, that's what I thought. Wait on the court. So that's what you want to do. You want to wait on the court. I already gave the disclosure information of taxes and credit statements. And then when, they're asking, Leandro's asking for more information than he probably should, and he's trying to get water from a rock, don't give it to him. Wait for the court and do what the judge wants. So I told Kevin, that basically he says, let me see, what was I saying? He basically told me not to bring religion into this, that the state law trumps the Bible. And I'm like, actually, it doesn't. We're in court. We're talking about marriage. Where does marriage come from? It comes from the Bible. One man and one woman, right? For life. So divorce is only, it was never intended, never. Jesus says, basically since the beginning, it's one man and one woman, but he did allow the Pharisees at the time, the hard hearted people, to have a divorce because they were hard hearted. Um, so if a wife would have burnt her husband's toast and he wanted a divorce because he was ticked off because his toast was burnt, in that sense, yes, he could file for a divorce. It's no different than today. It's a husband getting ticked off because things aren't going his way or he can't solve things. He can't be like, you know what? When you say this to me or when you act like this, this bothers me, or this, I feel emasculated, or I feel like this, or I feel guilt, I feel depressed, I feel like this. Or, being able for a conversation basically to say, well, when I said this, this is what I meant. This is what I was saying. I didn't mean this. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. This was the heart of where I'm coming from. So that's the kind of conversations you have to have in a marriage, right? So I called the court and they're just like, yeah, don't listen to him, kind of thing, right? Don't listen to him. So he's the one who's ignorant. And I said, as far as the Bible, the government um, is based on the Bible. The state is based on the Bible. We have Christian principles that run the government, So if we have separated state and government, it's not in the area of some basic principles. Um, yeah, so I asked him if he was saved and to think about that, because you do hope everyone gets saved. And just because he doesn't like the Bible doesn't mean it doesn't belong in court. So, marriage is pretty hefty. Marriage is the foundation of society. So it's a pretty big deal if you're getting a divorce. It's huge. It's not just like, well, I'm mad today and I'll love somebody today, but not tomorrow. So it's kind of like what the pastor was saying yesterday. So this church that I've been going to, they had the roof blown off during a storm. They had a flood. This is twice now the pastor has had to go through renovating a whole entire church and dealing with insurance and everything. So 25 years ago, he says, if I knew this was going to happen, would I have wanted to be, at this church? He said, probably not. But because he knew he was committed to God and where God wanted him, he knew even in the storms of life, literally, he would have to persevere. Same thing with a marriage. You have all these storms, you have everything coming, that says that you shouldn't be married, but honestly, you have to be stronger and learn how to get through them. So that's what I got, ladies.